Hey guys, Beautiful Balanaria bringing another top video here for you, beauty. This here is a channel totally dedicated to goalkeepers or goalkeeper coach for those who like and are passionate about this position, which is the goalie. Okay, today's video we're going to be talking about what is game vision. I've been asked a lot, how am I going to get a reading of the game? How do I know when the guy is going to head for the wing or when I know the guy is going to shoot from afar, from close range? What is the reading that I have to make a cover? I'll be talking about it in this video. If you stay until the end, you'll be getting to know a lot of top content and it'll help you out a lot. So it's content that you have to be connected to for you to start having this vision and understanding more beauty. If you're subscribed to the channel, subscribe, share, activate the bell. We have a video on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. There's cool content. There's also member area, also where there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff here showing more and more. We've already started the preseason here in Italy. So I'm going to start showing some backstage stuff, the day-to-day training with the goalkeepers, the day-to-day life in my club here. So stay tuned, follow, and don't forget to subscribe and like. By liking, you're showing to YouTube that you're enjoying this video, and everything will start sending to more people here. It will really help the channel. Cool. Also, comment which is the next video that you want to watch so we can keep bringing more and more top content. Cool. Let's go, enough chit chat. Let's go to the video. Hi guys, beauty. So let's move on to this video about vision in the game. They asked me a lot. I need to have vision of the game. First thing, what would be a vision of the game? We goalkeepers are in a very privileged position. We're facing the game, we're always being helpful, but facing the game, seeing all the players. This is very important. You're a goalie, don't just keep your eye on the ball. Don't just think about worrying about the player with the ball. But you also have to be worried about all the players around there. So it's very important for you to be alert, have that vision, which is a privileged one that only us goalies have in that situation. So what is this game vision? I'll summarize a bit about what I've just said, but we goalies must have a vision of what? Or sometimes the guy's there in the opponent's area. Man, the vision I need to have of what he can do. What are the possible ways he's going to use to get out of pressure at that moment? My game vision will be analyzed based on what he can do. So I'll be seeing the player on his team running to the wing. He's not being pressured by any players. He might have the ability to spot and kick that ball to the wing. So I, the goalie, need to have this vision that he's also having. Imagining, anticipating, knowing that he can use this pass. The goalie must be alert to have this vision, to be able and try to make me anticipate. So this situation is the first passing situation where the ball is on the opposing team's wing. So the readings that I need to have when the ball is in those running away in the back. Beauty. A lot of times we have to speak because the guy who's pressuring the guy with the ball to close the middle pressures the body better. The guy who's on the opposite wing closes a diagonal, follows the guy running away in the back. This vision of anticipation. I don't wait for it to happen to call the guy to mark. I've never called him to mark before. The guy is pressing, he closes the middle, Rafa closes the middle. Fernando diagonal, Fernando's running away in the back. Fernando is always called by name. I'm pregnant from my orientation class. This orientation class is already in the first group of the Zero to Hero Futsal goalkeeper method. The ones that are set up for the next group and further ahead. If you're not part of the group, you're missing out on all the content and also the personal training with me, where I do the mentorship with you every week, setting up and analyzing your training. So group number 1 is already growing, it's booming, and people already have good progress. Stay tuned for group number 2. I'll leave the site link below for you to access it as well. Great. So being able to read and guide the team will help us anticipate those loose balls on the court. Great. It arrived in the middle of the court. What kind of game vision do I need to have when the opposing team has the ball in the middle of the court? Many times when the ball is in the middle of the court, the game situation that often happens is diagonal passes and parallel ones where the guys sneak and they throw the ball high for the guy to come and finish with crossed shots. Great, so what's the reading you need to see? I need to be reading the guy with the ball, imagining myself in his position. Guys, it's not easy. Great. This happens when you have a lot of time on the court. So you get to experience many game situations that can occur. So often when the guy moves to the middle to make a quick move, you can already envision that situation. The guy has options. So the guy with the ball on the wing, he can pass, he can make a parallel play. So I already have this vision. If it's too close to my goal, I move up a bit away from the goal to be able to cover on the wing, to be able to head a ball deep into the goal, head it out. So these are the anticipation and game vision reads that I have to make. Understand? I position myself in the goal. The guy is bringing the ball one-on-one on the wing. There's no one in coverage. And the goalie has to have an anticipation, a vision of what? If he's going to surpass the guy on my team, I'm going to have to go one-on-one. So I'm already anticipating it, because if the ball is a long one, I can come out and cut it off. If the ball is short, I'll have to wait here for him to come in one-on-one to try it for me here, or a long shot. These are visions of anticipation, knowing what the guy can do. Man, there's the pivot in the middle. I can anticipate not to let this ball reach the pivot, guide my player who is marking the guy of the ball so that he closes the middle, and talk to my back to stay. Hey, pivot is in the middle, anticipates, plays in front, plays on the side. These are visions because I'm having a vision of the game that I know the ball can go in there. This you have to be anticipating so that it doesn't happen. The more you talk and guide, the less likely balls will reach the goal, the fewer shots will arrive, the opposing team's passes will come out chewed, will come out popped. We will be able to anticipate the ball and go out on the counterattack. Stay tuned for that, which is very important. Another thing you got to be aware of too is when the balls are laterals from the opposing teams that are trying to score near our area, a raid side kick from the opposing team. They can either shoot at goal or take a diagonal step shot. So as a goalie, I'm not just going to keep an eye on the ball, okay? It's a lateral from the opposing team. Can these guys step back and shoot at the goal? They can. Am I going to just keep my eye on the ball? No, I'm going to position myself where the other players from the opposing team are. Man, I'm not going to stick too close to the post if there's no one to shoot. There are 3 of them in front of the goal. The guy can't score directly from the side, so I'm not going to worry too much about the fullback. I'm going to position myself with my body turned more towards these guys, because the probability is that he's going to pass to the guys in the middle. So this is the vision I need to have and anticipate. Wow, the guy's going to kick it there. There's a guy ready to kick it. Okay, there's a guy going to kick it there. I've positioned myself. But there's a guy on the far post too. He can kick it, or his kick could go diagonal. I'm anticipating, yelling at my back for the guy to get in front of this guy over here. At the same time, I'm not completely turned, but my body is a little more turned, ready to recover if this ball comes in diagonally from that kick over there. This is really important. This is the type of anticipation you need to be aware of, game vision, okay? All right? Now let's move on to the corner kick. I'm going to show you the positioning for the corner kick and what vision you should also have over there to know how to position yourself to be on guard, okay? Let's go. And finally, the corner kick position you also need to be aware of. What is it? Many times the goalkeeper, if you leave it too open over there and you have the opposing team's player in the middle, the likelihood of that guy kicking the ball in the middle is really high. So you're anticipating, you have the vision that the guys are putting the guy here in the middle. You can close the space and shut down this angle. You're anticipating a dangerous pass in the middle and letting him kick the ball out where we want it, because the ball is farther away from the goal, right? So there's this read. There's no one here up front. There's no one here. The guys are open. Call the team to step out a little bit for you to anticipate. You're ready. There's no one who's going to kick. I'm positioned only with this guy, but at the same time, I'm anticipating to see where the players on the other team are, right? So you have a vision of the game. You anticipate. You have this awareness. Will it help you not concede an easy goal, not concede a stupid goal, right, guys? So this was the vision of the game that I passed on to you. This tip, leave a comment below if you liked it or not. Leave a like, share it, send it to your friends there, right? And subscribe to the channel. We're in this together. Until next time, it's us.